Love is in the air.
Putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
Shit, I guess it's in the water too.
But is it in you? Gang, you just go to Muse. Someone who makes you want to participate in the age-long tradition of writing love songs. Someone whose presence just elevates existence. Someone that's got you doing shit like this on the internet. Imagine this rice hat is a fedora. Well, I'm here to show you that getting that person is probably the hardest part about making a love song. Because anybody, with one exception, can make a love song. It also happens to make a great gift for an occasion like today, Friday, but also Valentine's is coming up, so you can use it for that. I don't know, not to flex, but I've got a Valentine's, and my love deserves something lovely. So while I'm making a song for her, might as well show you how easy it is to do as well. The way you love me, got me caught, you can't do. You got me swallowed, I can't do. I understand this might be a bit of an odd video coming out of me. I'm notorious for making sad music. Don't get it twisted, alright? I'm actually a really chill, buff, stoic guy in real life. I just think that happiness is for living, sadness is for beat making at 3 AM in the darkness of my room, where all my emotions live, or in the shower. So I understand if you guys don't actually know how goated I am about writing love songs, but like when Sanji cooks up for a girl,
普段の公開中から俺はナミさんとビビちゃんの食事にはてめえらの100倍気使って作ってる食い物はちゃんとおめえらに
I got the fucking jest buff active when I write love songs, which I don't release, because they're not for you. It's different. I just approach love songs differently than I do other songs. They're for a specific person, they're not for other people, so I don't put them out. So you should make your own. Alright, I'll show you how to do it. But be warned, if this is your first time making music, that we are wading into cringy, possibly corny territory. But that's the price we pay for caring and trying for somebody that we love. And, you know, if I've got to love her as a worm, she's just gonna have to take me as I am now. The single prerequisite, and it's got nothing to do with music actually, it's very simple. The person you're writing a love song about, you kinda gotta like. This method doesn't work otherwise. So homeowners and boomers who hate their wives, beware. The fucking circle. This video may be a little bit difficult for you to follow, but you're the reason why I'll never own a home with the love of my life, so go fuck yourselves. Now everyone else, I don't care how, when, where, who, what you love, okay? I might have some questions of who you love is a what. Well, you channel that energy into, none of my concern, okay? Just note that I'll be talking about this in the frame of my own hetero relationship. Not a dig against anyone, it's just, I tried sucking one time and I hate it. I'm kidding, but my language is my language. Replace it with whatever you want. Love is love. This is math I can do. Now that we have the prerequisites, singular, out the way. Sorry, I didn't mean to be lobbing slurs in a Valentine's video. Let's make some music. Well, most songs, and by extension most love songs, have two basic parts to them. The instrumental and the vocals. It's an oversimplification, but for what we actually need, that's what we'll go with. Out of those two things, only one you need to actually do in a love song. Now, if you really don't want to make an instrumental,
notice how I didn't say can't, because ever since I dropped this video, I ain't accepting that as a reason.
Or if you've just run out of time because you've procrastinated your gift, just Google how to be a better partner, and then open up a new tab in Yahoo, free love type beats, to get free love type beats. Everyone else, we'll get back to making the instrumentals later in the video so that the rest of us can move on to how to write lyrics. If you've never done any creative writing, I understand how the idea can be daunting, how being vulnerable can be scary, so here's my advice. If you can't write lyrics, don't. That makes the step pretty easy. No, actually, this is where the previous requirement of actually loving the person you're writing about comes into play. I'm not going to impose myself on how you should love someone, but I would hope at the very least, you think about the people you love. And that's it, really. That's the secret sauce. Just write down some thoughts. Take some serious time to be grateful. Write down things you've done. Inside jokes, what you like about them, how they've changed you, how they've made you better. This is the fun part of the process for me, just looking back on everything and writing it down. And once you've written down a lot of stuff, sit on those thoughts. Let them marinate, coalesce into something. Maybe if you see some sort of theme or a through line, you can try to hold on to that. But that's it. That's step one. Don't worry about them being lyrics. Don't worry about your thoughts being too bad or cringy to present. Because right now, they're just thoughts. And to illustrate my point, Here's the first bit of writing I did for this song. It's in my Japan trash journal. Let me vlog here a little bit, alright? It's cold in Japan.
If comparison thieves joy, that's such a relief. I'm left wanting for not wondering if who could compare? How could I compare?
Hey, stop filming. Stop filming us.
I'm glad I managed to get the camera back. Would have lost all of my food footage. Oh yeah, we had a lot of food to show, eh?
Say that again.
Shohei? Anyways, I wrote that in Japan. Powerful stuff on that Miyamoto Musashi type beat. And thinking about why I wrote it down, my journal's just full of fun stuff that we did. And I guess being cold in Japan was a part of that joy. Being with someone who helps me find happiness in everything, so much so that it feels joyful just to be cold with them. I get to hold her hands, to buy cute winter accessories, to warm her cold ears with my breath as I whisper, Gundam kissing our warfare too. Damn, that shit's already halfway to a song. So I'll show you what I actually turned that thought into. But my point is, right, don't overthink it. Write what you feel. Be honest. And while you're working on that, all the cool kids and I are gonna make the beat because we need a nice, lovely canvas to throw these words onto.
If comparison thieves joy, that's such a relief. I'm left
The beat for a love song doesn't have to be insane or anything crazy. We're not making Dario core here. There's like chips and garlic sauce. The beat's mostly just a vehicle for the lyrics. So if you've got an instrument, just use that. Play some chords on your guitar, piano, fucking lute, I don't know. I'm not gonna run you through music theory, but a chord is just like 3 notes that you have to find. Most songs will have 2 to 4 chords, so at minimum you need to find 6 notes that work together. You can pick a scale, but even I didn't pick 4 chords. I picked 3, and this is what I have. I don't know the names of the chords. I just play them. If you need inspiration for chords or for music in general, you can just steal it from artists I like. So for my missus, she loves Phoebe, Clairo, Biba Doobie, Ethel Cain. Right, I swear I'm not the problem here, alright? She was listening to this way before me, and I do love her for showing them to me. I mean, Ethel Cain is bad for my health, but, you know, like the same way that the news is. So yeah, if you need help finding chords, find a song they like, copy the chords, you can change it if you're inclined to do so. I didn't steal any chords, but I did copy a pattern from an Ethel Cain song that we really like. So the same chords, it goes... basically a beat. It's enough for a love song. I'd be happy to put words on that. Call it a serenade. Now witness me. Baby girl, baby cutie, I keep you on, I keep you on. There's just some shit I texted to her I thought was funny. Could be a different source of inspo. Anyone can pick 2 chords, 3 chords and just play it or throw it into a program. It's music, so you add as much as you want. I added like a counter melody with some piano. I play some extra guitar as well that goes like this. Obligated to do that if you can't. I reckon the words in a love song are the most important bit anyway, so if you're not comfortable with this, don't do that. Another source of inspiration for me as well was my missus being hit with the post-travel blues. It's okay. I miss Shohei too. I really wanted to make her feel better, and so despite her liking songs mostly in minor keys, I made this one in major. At least that's what the order key tells me. Well, you know, I popped a little, you know, put a little bit of, you know, it's just a little bit of... Speaking of words, writing lyrics. Now we actually have to do it. Again, I understand that this can be fucking scary, but if you went to school, you can do this. Think about it. You've done English, you've written essays, so just look at lyrics as a method of organizing and displaying your thoughts, albeit a flowery, unnecessary way. It's an unromantic way to view the writing process, but you save that energy for the song, alright? And to be honest, nothing wrong with being a bit flowery, okay? As a bachelor, this is what my room looked like. Back then, I was just wall. So I think we can agree a little flower goes a long way. So how do we actually do this? We've got our thoughts. We have a canvas to put those thoughts onto. We probably need some sort of framework to arrange everything and connect it all, like a syllabus or a learning criteria or other synonyms that I dropped out to avoid. The two components of lyrics are the melody and the rhyming scheme. At least that's how I'd explain it to somebody who clicked on a video about how to make a love song for their valentines and who hasn't really made music before. Well, 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 would you look who it is? Fuck, you can't see yourself. So melody is the tune you sing the words with and the rhythm it takes, and rhymes are the words that you surround your thoughts with that make it make sense in the context of a song. For somebody who's new to music in general, this is probably going to be the hardest part. So if you're having difficulties with this idea, have you tried? Just give it your best shot. Honestly, I just hum. And I think you'll be shocked too by how far you can get with just mumbling. People make a career out of that shit.
What did you say? This part right here, bro.
The only time I feel alive when I taste it. I don't wanna
What you said right there?
The only time I feel alive when I take.
Just like letting it all out. The purpose of having thoughts written down is so you can try and mumble them and fit those words into whatever you freestyle. But really just sit and listen and mumble and record. And like whilst you're figuring out the melody, you sort of get rhymes as well. You just insert words that you think would sound good, and then later we can figure out what words rhyme with that. I've got a lot of practice with this, so I'm sure it seems easier for me, but really my process is unga bunga. It'll sort itself out eventually, alright? You'll find the melody. It costs nothing to do, and you can do it over and over, and if you keep doing something, it's basically impossible not to get it eventually. And so in the same way that we wrote down some thoughts before we even approached the lyrics, we're now mumbling places for the lyrics to go and the melodic journey that they can take. And then you try to find words in the gibberish you just spat out and then turn that into legible writing. Think of it all as part of the canvas that is the beat. So for me, I hummed a melody like this.
You got me swallowed in love like Kevin. You got me counting all that you can't give me. You make me shady for
I've had this little lyric down ever since she showed me Hal's moving castle. I slept through some of it, but I got the gist, okay? I did think Hal's love towards Sophie was very sweet. And I remember I wrote in my journal, love like Ghibli. Giddy, give me, make it work. My ideas coming fresh out the brain, ain't very eloquent. Like a newborn baby. And you can kind of hear it, right? Where I just like half-assedly tried to shove it in when I was freestyling. And then I used rhymes to, you know, flesh out the context for the rest of the chorus. And similar thing with the verse, I had a note written down like, I hate the cold, because it means you're not here. Thought it'd fit with the cold in Japan theme, so that's what I based the verse around. And so these are the final lyrics I came up with.
Darling, you warm enough, 'cause every part of me I had it cares for you. Piece departed from my bed. It's the cold that I lament, not when I held her. She'd breathe out the cold that fills up in her stead. The way you love me got me going kitty. You got me swallowed in love like Kevin. I'm winning to take all the love you give me. My job is keeping you warm. My love, that's all that I want.
Even with this freestyle, well, we figured out our melody, our rhyming scheme, where our lyrics can go. A freestyle so bad, mind you, that even though I wear a veil, I still thunder-cunted auto-tune at it. We're finally at the trickiest part, which is actually writing the rest of the lyrics. Presenting our thoughts in a way that's pretty, a way that's legible, giving the people who didn't make their own beat a chance to graft their fingerprints and emotions onto the canvas they've picked out. My advice for this is, I don't know. Sorry, I've tricked you into this far in the video, and I don't actually have a cheat code for this. I've done my best to get you to a fill-in-the-blank situation where you connect your thoughts using rhymes or fill in the blanks with thoughts you've written, just because I think this is easier than this. But this is the stage where you actually have to write, and
I can't do that for you. There are still some tips I have that might make this process easier. For example, if you have a really nice thought that would make a dope lyric, but you can't find other words that rhyme with it, let me just introduce you to the bone zone. Not that one. That's another video for another platform. For a worse economy. I'm kidding. I'm talking about the rhyme zone. That'll help you fill in the blanks, since you don't even need to come up with a rhyming word. You get the destination, you just gotta put the words to get there. And a final note about the lyrics, the be even. Stress less about it being a good, complex piece of writing. If it's honest, if it conveys how you feel about the person, that's the goal. You wanna make a masterpiece song? Don't expect your first love song to be it. You wanna listen to a masterpiece love song? Yeah, listen to Sweet Time by Potter Robinson. When she makes love so simple, there shouldn't be any shame if your song is too. It's the effort that counts. And that's how I wrote lyrics for the song. If all that's a little bit difficult for you, hey, if you start now, you might be in a better spot to make it next year. I always think it's easier to do something for somebody I love rather than just doing it for myself. And for you, that might include starting to make music. I hope whatever you make is lovely. At the very least, I hope the music making process got you to think nice thoughts about whoever you love. Whatever you love. I got to show you my muse, the person who decorates my space with reminders anytime I'm making music, making videos. That love is part of the love I put into making videos for you guys, so thank her. Jess, my love. What can I say? Sorry about all the gay jokes. Here's a song I made for you.
Darling, you're warm enough, 'cause every part of me I had, it cares for you. Piece departed from my bed. It's the cold that I lament, knowing when I held her, she'd breathe out the cold, it fills up in her stead. Breathe the air so easily, breathe her warmth and warm your hand. Tokyo's cold as warm your ears against my mouth. Breathe the promise, I'll keep you warm until our end. Reaching out, touching hands and make their home. You got me going kitty, you got me swallowed in a love like candy. And when you take all the love you give me, my job is keeping you warm. My love, that's all that I want. Kitty, you got me swallowed in a love like candy. And when you take all the love you give me, my job is keeping you warm. My love, that's all that I want.
Give me the flesh of your fish.